everyone, and welcome to Fantasy Friday. Today I'm reviewing an author who's very popular in the fantasy series, and while I've heard a lot of people talk about a lot of his different books, I haven't really heard anyone talk about this one series by him. The author is Brandon Sanderson, and today I'm reviewing Steelheart, the first book in his Reckoners series. David's father died in front of him whenever he was 10, murdered by the epic Steelheart, who decided to take over Chicago and turn it into his empire. And ever since, David has been devoted to taking down Steelheart. But how do you kill someone who's invincible except for one weakness, which while you have a clue, you don't know what that weakness is? David joins the Reckoners, a group of rebels devoted to killing epics. And then he convinces them to stop going after low-profile epics like they have been and go after the worst of the worst, even when it makes the very pretty Megan mad at him. But people in the Reckoners aren't what they seem, and some epics aren't either. Setbacks aside, it doesn't matter how many plans they have in place or what press gimmicks they run. If they can't figure out Steelheart's weakness, the only way to kill him fast, nothing else will matter, because they'll all be dead. Steelheart is the first Brandon Sanderson book I have read and is absolutely amazing. Something unexpected in this book was all the humor in it. Several different times I burst out laughing because of things that the characters said or did. And since this is a fantasy book, I have to talk about how the magic system works. We get a lot of our information on epics from David, who has studied them his whole life and has even made his own classification system, so this feels like a really natural way of receiving information. I like the idea of things that are powerful but only have one weakness to exploit, and this even created a lot of really interesting plot twists about epics at the end of the story. All in all, Steelheart is definitely a 5-star read that has a 1-tier romance and some interesting themes about standing up to tyrants and what power does to different people. That's it for this Fantasy Friday. Please come back tomorrow for the next part of the Christian Spy book series. Happy reading until then.